Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. I have here today 2017 Toyota Prius. This baby has 150,000 miles on the odometer, and she came for check engine light and the misfires. This is what the owner told me. I said, how come you know it has misfires? Did you scan it himself? Did you scan it yourself? And he said, I paid some local mobile mechanic to fix it. And this is what he brought me, and this is what he did. But it didn't fix anything. In this video we will not mention any names or put anybody down. We will just enjoy the story. Promise? So, the mechanic, and there's not a... I can cover it. This is what a mobile person gave to the owner. It's basically parts printout from O'Reilly and his scribble. So the mechanic apparently scanned the computer and said there were store codes P0300 and P0301. It had to be very cheap scanner, which will we explain later. Can you believe it? I just grabbed this camera and there is a garbage truck outside. I'm not joking. This is unbelievable. It happens every single time I go get this and make a video for you. It's crazy. Now, as I'm looking on these item numbers, the spark plugs are iridium, which will be correct, but they are ATO, which will be AUTOLITE. And what is very problematic, he also bought himself a gap gauge, spark plug gap gauge. So the garbage car is gone. We can continue. So, where were we? The guy bought himself gap gauge. So you can see already big problem. I know you know, when you have the modern vehicle, 2017 Prius, and it requires iridium spark plugs, you know, even you know, you will never ever try to adjust the gap. It's adjust in the factory. There is that iridium surface on everything to make those spark plugs last up to 105,000 miles. If you will take the gapper and start scraping it and try to adjust it, or let's say confirm if it's correctly adjusted, you will damage it. So this is already, this whole thing. I'm like, oh dear. I said to the owner when he presented this, I said, this is already reason to film this, because that's crazy. No wonder he did that. It was immediately, the problem is there, that never changed. But he honestly said to the owner, hey, that's all I can do. I try to help you. And that's the way it is. So, I continued working on this, and this is what I have found. Let's go towards to the vehicle. I have it on a charger because it didn't have only codes for misfire, and they were actually 4 of them. It's complicated case because the guy who used his super cheap scanner didn't catch our codes related to this problem. It actually has P219A00 air fuel ratio imbalance on the B1. Then it has P0385 random cylinder misfire over temperature. Then it has P0327 random cylinder misfire emissions. and P0300 300 cylinder number 3 misfire. Now what is interested for us, and it actually makes sense, when he did work, or he scanned it with his very simple scanner instead of the expensive one, he discovered the P0301, so the code moved. It could be due to the fact he moved the ignition coils, but we don't know that because he didn't mark them. I did mark them already as I pulled them out. So this is way more complicated than just spark plugs or ignition coils. He wrote on the paper, I will read him, check ignition coils are working properly. I don't know how. Mobile mechanic checked ignition coils and confirmed they are working properly. So I removed the coils that are visually good, but this video will be about this unbelievable AUTOLITE spark plugs. And I get it. These Toyota spark plugs, the original ones, they are way too specific to these modern vehicles, and the aftermarket stores, they will usually not have it. So I get it, why he did that. But this video and the whole message will be this. You need to promise me that under no circumstances you will be putting in the future, from now on, from this moment on, AUTOLITE spark plugs in your Toyotas. I will explain you why. I will show you why. And you better promise me you will never do that. There will be only one exception, and we will discuss that. So I get it. The guy is trying to fix the problem. The availability of OEM is not there. I keep them here in the shop because, yeah, you can get in the pickle. You will need it really quick in 1 hour, and it's not there. And Toyota dealer may have it or not, but they will not deliver it to you. So I have them here ready, and I will show it to you. Now, why you will not buy iridium AUTOLITEs for your Toyota vehicle? This Prius and this whole case are perfectly showing it to us, and I'm ready to show you that. So you pay like half price. We actually see the price right here. There were $10 before the tax, and the Toyota dealer retails 22 plus tax. And they do have it. I don't need it. But I will show you what a junk this is. The guy just did it. It was done very recently. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago he attempted to do this. 2 of those AUTOLITE spark plugs are bad from beginning. They are defective. Visually, I can see the tips are completely bent sideways. So what I will be showing you, there is the tip from the bottom and the hook. And the hooks are bent like away from that tip on 2 of them. I don't believe the guy was so sloppy that when he was holding it, he dropped it on the floor and the tip bent it. But this one, and the number 1, it's the worst one. I don't know, I will probably have to zoom on it. I don't know if you will catch it. Basically this tip, this little tip, is bent away from it, this way. And it's on number 1 and 2, 3 and 4 are kind of straight, but these ones are extremely crooked away, basically, from that electrode. If it goes this way, instead of being above, it's like here. So here we will be observing the detail of only 2 week old AUTOLITE. Just to nobody says it's not true, I will first show the print. Let's go. This is the number 4. So this is kind of matching. Will you not say so? Look at the number 3, which is misfire. There's misfire on number 3. On the top hook, it's actually missing that small point. It's not there after being 2 weeks in the vehicle. Do you see on the number 2? This is the number 2. Do you see on the top hook there is a little point? It's completely missing here. And now comes the crooked, the most crooked. Number 1. It's a first cylinder. I saw it when I pulled it out immediately. I'm like, what is going on here? How this can be $10 iridium spark plug? Look at guys on this mess. Did the guy really try to put a gap on the number 3 here and ripped off that little dimple which is on the top electrode? Who knows? We don't know. And now if you are owner of 2017 Prius with this 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine and you want to do your spark plugs, Toyota will confuse you a little bit. Owner's manual, you will look, only one spark plug in the entire world is available. You will not put NGKs either. Not the AUTOLITE, not the Bosch, not the NGK. It's only designed for Denso FC16HR-C9. Now, little bit of confusion which will be cleared from now on for everybody. When you will do the order from Toyota, you will not get the same plug because they developed better one. The better one, number from Toyota, is here as I got it from the dealer. Come on, baby. Is it visible? I will read it for you. So it's a 90919-01298. And that's a new one. This one supersedes the one I just read you in the manual. I read you the Denso designation number, and that was FC16HR-C9. Now you will get FC16HR-CY9. So this one supersedes. We will take it out of the box and look at them and compare them with the AUTOLITE. They come with this protective sleeve always. And yes, as we discussed, by the no circumstances, you will be adjusting gap on them. So let's put them next to each other. You will be in shock what a difference it is. And let's start from the bottom so nobody has a problem. Look at this culture. Look at this quality. Look at the craftsmanship. Look at here. Look here. Look how straight everything is. Look how the plug, spark plug, looks clear. How perfect it is. Look at this one. This is absolutely different story, isn't it? These AUTOLITEs are brand new spark plugs. Each of them is different basically, and obviously they cannot compare with the Denso. I guess the only time I will buy it if I own the Prius or modern vehicle like this, and I'm on the trip somewhere and I will have absolute failure on one of my Densos and there's no dealer and there's just aftermarket store in front of me and they will have only this AUTOLITE. I guess to keep driving, reach the destination or the dealer, I guess I will buy the AUTOLITE. But you can see, out of 4 spark plugs, they don't even look the same. There are all kinds of bent and missing parts of it. It's just unbelievable. So I hope we understand each other, that the only way to service these engines correctly and make them running correctly is Toyota Denso, in this case, not even NGK. We know exact model numbers, we clarified the superseding part, and we made sure that this is a trash. I should just film myself throwing it across the shop, nice in the garbage can. Should I not? So I will continue in this pickle because this is a problem with these codes. There is, purely theoretically, approximately 15 possible causes of this combination of the codes. This vehicle, using the expensive scanner, had approximately 15 codes. Another like 5 different modules had the problems, but they were caused by the low voltage. So I'm already immediately charging deep charge of that aux battery, which on this generation it's not anymore in the trunk. Don't look for it there. The Toyota finally moved it in the normal area. It's right in front here and it's easily accessible. The tester said the battery was good, it just needed deep charge. So thank you for watching. If you like this, please give it a thumb up and stay tuned. I have way more coming your way soon. See you later, my friend.